Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, man, let's get into it. Let's talk about the NFL. Got a couple topics here. Also, make sure you check out the NFL Talk playlist for more videos like that. So Patrick Mahomes wants to challenge Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen to a throwing contest. We talk about that. Let's get into the politics of the NFL. The NFLPA, their players are voicing concerns over the NFL's lack of safety protocol when it comes to returning to football. Now, training camp is scheduled to begin for the majority of the 32 NFL teams July 28th, and the NFL announced yesterday that training camp will start on time, but the players have voiced their concerns. They said they don't know if it will be daily testing, every other day testing, and what will be the protocol if somebody does test positive, and just, various things. If we don't show up to training camp on time, how can we get, fined or contract be breached when we haven't, basically came together on the safety protocol? Yeah, so, J.J. Watt released some things that they want from the National Football League before they get back to work. And they said they all want to play football, but the safety protocol, they have no protocol. You know what I'm saying? And they tested a percentage, and I don't even think it was a majority percentage of NFL players, and 72 players tested positive for COVID. Ezekiel Elliott came out and said he tested positive. A Denver Bronco tested positive, but the majority of the 72 people have been kept, basically confidential. And that's their public health records to be confidential. If they won't let people know they got it, they got it. So the NFL won't do a bubble neither. They will be traveling. Some NFL teams are already expecting to have fans at some capacity in their stadiums. The Lions, the Packers. Philly said no fans will be allowed at the game, but some are allowing capacity, some capacity, 50%, 30%, whatever it is. And the fans will have to wear masks and sign a waiver. Okay. So for NFL to be the number one sport and not have a safety protocol laid out, and they about to get ready to go to camp in about a week and some change, it's just, it's crazy. Roger Goodell is supposed to be the leader. He's hired by the 32 NFL owners to get stuff like this done. The Morris Smith and NFLPA, they push over. So even if it does come out and they say that, y'all better come to work, or y'all gonna get, y'all contracts gonna be breached, y'all gonna get fined, NFL players don't have no choice but to go to work. The union is a pushover. I don't even understand why they pay union fees. They shouldn't even have a union. You know what I'm saying? They should disband to get some stronger union leadership. Because DeMaurice Smith been a mold. He been an agent. He worked for the NFL, but he represents the NFL Players Association, if you catch my drift. But to come up this close to camp and not have a testing protocol and not know if we're going to test every day, every other day, every 3 days, that's a lot of money to be dishing out. But the NFL makes a ton of money. They went from a non-profit to a profit when Trump got into office. All that money they dock and fine people, they say they give it to various charities and organizations. I don't believe it. All that money they dock the players for, that should be going into the old timers' pension, into a benefits fund. That's just my thing about it. Because I ain't never seen no charity that benefited in my neighborhood from this fine money and all that type of stuff. Or in similar neighborhoods, I stayed in Orlando, and wherever I stayed, Atlanta, Ocala, Orlando, Montgomery, that's what I was looking for, Detroit, wherever I've been. I ain't never seen nobody Make-A-Wish Foundation no NFL fund, the black community. So if you're not going to fund our people, and all you're going to be just doing is giving away to people that's already wealthy and that's middle class that's doing okay, then you might as well take that fund money, that fine money, and put it into, your old timers' benefits and their pension. But that's another conversation for another day. Just let you know, DeMaurice Smith is not doing his job as a union leader, with the NFLPA. But they got a lot of concerns, and testing is one of them. And then if they don't show up on the 28th, the Kansas City Chiefs show up a little bit earlier. Whoever they play on opening Thursday night, both of those teams get to come to camp a little bit earlier. But my whole thing is, they have safety concerns, and also they don't even know if it's going to be a preseason. So it's reported that they may scrap the whole preseason. They might scrap half the preseason. So it's not even known if they're going to do a preseason yet. So none of this is laid out. Now, are they working on this? If they're working on it, all they got to do is give DeMaurice Smith a call. He sent out a chain letter, a mass text message, or CC email and let everybody know they're working on it. But this should be already been done. This should have been done. The testing should be in place, and that's hard to do. That's a lot of money to spend on testing. To have people sit at training camp all week, all month, and if they don't have a preseason, they're gonna have an extended training camp too, and test these dudes every day. To test somebody every day for this is crazy. The test is horrible. That swab go up your nose and all that. I don't want to go through that every day, but you got to. So I think like every 3 days, maybe even every 5 days or something of that nature, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. But the NFL got money to blow. They're playing outside the majority of the time. A lot of stadiums not gonna have fans in them. It's to the point where the testing isn't even 100%. You're gonna have a lot of false positives. You can have false negatives. You know what I'm saying? The testing, they don't even know enough about the drug. Now all of a sudden this vaccine is being trialed it's being trialed in the United States. So it's made it from probably Africa to the United States, and it's believed to be able to work. So it wouldn't surprise me if they came up with a vaccine like that. They probably already had it. A lot of people believe this stuff was a form of population control, and people so scared by the COVID because of the media pushing it. It's been here since November, December, January, February, and half of March until they shut down the majority of the state. It's been here. It's legitimately been here. They had a Super Bowl with it. They had playoffs with it. People saying, oh, people are asymptomatic too. That's bullshit. I don't believe if you don't have no symptoms, you don't have that. Testing is bull jive. So for them, all them people hoping for testing, you know what I'm saying? The testing is bull jive. They don't even understand, or they not gonna tell us how the actual virus truly works. So everybody hoping that testing is the answer. It's not the answer, because it's just not 100%. It's probably not even 50%. So if you got symptoms, you got it. If you don't got symptoms, you don't got it. Straight up and down. I ain't trying to hear that asymptomatic bullshit. It's bull jive. So it's so much that the National Football Players Association don't know. So they need to communicate that with their players. They need to have a testing protocol set up for them. If I'm the players, if they got any balls, which they had never have any balls in their life, no National Football Players Association since I've been a child, I remember standing up for themselves. They all been punks. So if they got any amount of testosterone or balls, they will sit there and not show up to training camp unless there's a safety protocol for each of the 32 NFL football training camps that's open. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. It's as square business as that. If they all go to camp without a safety protocol, I'll just let you know. The NFL Players Association, y'all need to look at y'all leader. I will pull out. I wouldn't pay no dues, no nothing. Fuck them. I can represent myself. Because, it's basically representing yourself when you get in trouble. I was surprised they won the grievances with the Jacksonville Jaguars against Tom Coughlin. The Players Association don't step up for nothing. You can keep your little what they take. I don't know how much money come out they check. Man, forget the union. That union is bull crap. No leadership, no strength, no standing on their power. It's straight malarkey, bro. Malarkey. So, if I'm them players and I don't have a testing set up or safety protocol set up for training camp, and they haven't even tested all the players yet in the National Football League, I just don't show up to camp. But then again, you don't show up to camp, everybody else starts to show up to camp, then they going to leave you hanging like they left Kaepernick hanging. Remember, these are the same players that won't even stand up for a good collective bargaining agreement. They sat there and took what the owners gave them this year again. They took another bad deal. And for a sport that's just as close as combat sports, MMA and boxing, where you can lose your life on the field, I done seen broken necks. You ain't seen all types of stuff. People, take years off their life with every blow to the head and blow to their body, training, and it's physical, and it makes the most money. The players get the less. The players get the less. So if they let the NFL punk them again with this COVID stuff, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't. Because they're being punked their whole career. The NFLPA and the players, like I said before, if I had a son, I'd never let him pursue a career in the National Football League. I like watching football too, but nope, because ain't no good secondary market to it. Ain't no like going overseas and hooping and making a good living. No, you go to the CFL, the Arena Football League, it's bull jive. And these players are punks. They punks. Yeah, they don't have no backbone to stand on. This is the type of punks they want the black community to be. You know what I'm saying? If the National Football Players Association throughout the last 20, 30 something years, if they were like the black people, if they was like that, if they were like the protesters through the civil rights years, man, there wouldn't be no protests. We'd still be in slavery if it was up to them. They spineless. They punks. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying it. And once you truly look at it in its totality, can't none of them fools afford to miss game checks. NBA players they gross less money, I believe. You know what I'm saying? They gross less but make more. So if the NBA players was hurting to come back and play games because they needed money, and this is crazy. You got these dudes making $60, $70, $100 million, $25 million a year, and people, even if you make $1 million, you crying broke. And it's because these athletes want to conquer multiple women. They want to make multiple babies. And right now, while the money coming in, it's cool, it's cute, I can handle it. But as soon as the money slow up, you get injured, you get cut, you can't play no more. You got to fall back on that degree that you got in child development. They can't pay your bills. Now you crying for help. It's no person that's making 6 or 7 figures a year that should be crying broke right now. You should invest save your money. That's it. I need a Tesla, I need a Ferrari, I need a Bentley truck. All that's nigga shit. But no matter how many fucking go broke ESPN, ESPN specials they do. No matter how many players say, "Oh, I made the bad decision. I went broke. You know what I'm saying? I just did a Forgotten Lions episode on my other channel about Forgotten Detroit Lions. Check it out. It's a Detroit-based channel, sports news, the whole nine, called Motor City Sports Talk. And one of the defensive tackles I spotlighted that people forget was Luther Ellis. He went bankrupt in his career. After his career. But these dudes keep falling into the same trap. No matter what the old timers tell you, "Oh, I went broke because of this," they do the same thing. And that's what the NFL want them to do. Spend money on nigga shit. What you need 4 or 5 houses for if you ain't gonna rent them out? Why? What you need 4 or 5 houses for? What you need 5 or 6 cars for? You know what I'm saying? You got a regular everyday car, luxury car. You want to get you a truck, a work truck, or whatever you want to say. And then you want to get, your little muscle car or something. You don't need that many cars. But this is why they keep repeating the cycle. Just idiots and stupid. But you can't get mad at kids who never got a chance to pay bills and manage money and never had a real job. And that's why they continue to go broke. Broke. And that's how the NFL wants to keep it. They don't want to enlighten and enrich these dudes. But it's unfortunate though. It's very, very unfortunate that they stuck in neutral as far as progression of the players, progression of their contracts, progression of the split of the money they should be earning, and progression of the league giving them full lifetime benefits, which they don't have. Benefits and lifetime benefits and better pensions for the old timer players. They stuck in neutral. And as long as they keep DeMaurice Smith there, which is he's an Oreo, he's a black man, that's really white on the inside, and I said it. As long as y'all keep that motherfucking imposter in there, you know what I'm saying? As long as y'all keep him there, y'all always gonna be oppressed. He worked for the NFL. He getting a double check. He getting a check from the Players Association and the players, and he getting a check from the NFL. And as long as y'all keep him there, y'all never had no progress. That deal y'all signed was bad. Another bad deal. And it is what it is. But let's talk about my homeboy. My homeboy got mad because like a lot of players paying attention to Madden don't know nothing about football. They can't even make a good sim-style football game. I'm looking more forward to 2K's non-sim football game. And non-sim is like Blitz, NFL Streets, NBA Streets. That's a non-sim. Really, Madden got a non-sim game anyway. It ain't football. They football game in reality is garbage. They try to cater to casual fans. And I said this before. They don't cater to hardcore fans. If you want to cater to casual fans, create an NFL Blitz. Make Madden a double disc. Y'all go get the rights to Blitz or call it something else. Make a Blitz this side, and then you go over here and you make a Madden side, or you can sell them separate. Most players won't care. NFL Madden is terrible. It's been terrible for a long time. PS3 was their last pretty good Maddens, and PS2 was significant when they had creativity to their franchise mode, stuff of that nature. But it's terrible. They talking about creating a superstar mode. Don't nobody want to play no fucking superstar mode. This ain't, like I said before. He got mad because they got Josh Allen 99 or 98 power over his 97 arm power, and he said that they want to settle it and do a throw off. He said he can chuck it 80 to 85 yards. And people said, well, Josh Allen's trash, and Josh Allen is not that good of a quarterback, and this, that, and the third. And I forget he dropped that inbound, but we just talking facts. He got a hell of an arm. You know what I'm saying? I believe Matthew Stafford got one of the biggest arms in the league. They need to just have a. They used to do this at the Pro Bowl. They said like a quarterback club. I don't know who remember that video game, but Quarterback Club had a video game where you can do all these little like, Pro Bowl type competitions they used to do. Quarterback Club was a better game than Madden. I play everything besides Madden. I played Quarterback Club before I finished. I played 989 Sports, NBA Shootout, and NFL Game Day. If they had an NFL game, NFL 2K5, I played all that before. Madden has always been trash, to be honest. And when they wasn't no other alternatives to the game, then we had to play Madden. That's it. But like I continue to say, I like to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. It'll have to probably wait after the season. Maybe they can get together before training camp start, and they can stream how far they can throw the ball. Have somebody officially lining up. He on IG Live or he on one IG Live, or they show it on ESPN or something like that. I wouldn't mind seeing it. They can get a couple quarterbacks to join in on it. Stafford, Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen. But I think the three biggest arms in the league is Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Matthew Stafford. And Cam might have something to say about it, and Lamar Jackson. But it'd be sweet if they had like a little throw off to kick off, NFL training camp. And hopefully they get all the stuff together. But my homeboy said he could throw it 80, 85 yards. So that's impressive. Allen got a big arm. I like to see it just for fun, man. But hey, we know Madden has the most inconsistent ratings of all time. They stupid, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about this NFL video. Send it to your favorite NFL player, man, because they need to get their act together and get the Morris Smith up out of there. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my links in the description. Or you just want to chop it up, you got some YouTube advice, ask me. I got you. But first, check my YouTube Builder playlist out. YouTube does have some changes coming July 27th. I might just do a YouTube Builder playlist video on that pretty soon. Other than that, man, check out our NFL playlist. Don't forget, the best way to donate if you haven't, subscribe, bell icon button, thumbs up the video, comment. Other than that, share the video is the best way. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, subscription, one time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas, Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.